Um, don't know exactly what's going on. Looks like I'm having some issues with my capture card. Gonna have to BRB for a little bit while I figure it out. Still not working. Alright, here's to hoping that that was a temporary issue. For some reason, it just kind of keeps like interrupting, I don't know, the video. I could tell because the audio would cut out on my headset. Sorry about that, folks. Life is temporary. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you melancholy with the Elite controller talk. I apologize, brother. Yeah, the Elgato, once you start having issues with it, people say that, like, it goes down real fast, but I've had mine for several years now, since I think around either possibly 2020 or 2019 I got mine, so, and this has lasted a good bit longer than what most people say that theirs last, so I'm happy with it. I've enjoyed our time with it. Absolutely. Hey, you were talking about the 360 controller. I want to tell you a bit more about the one I'm using. Now, it's got like a solid weight to it, but it's actually a lot lighter because it doesn't have the vibration. That's actually perfect for me. I don't want vibration on my controller, but it's something to look out for. The only problem is it is a wired controller, but the wire is very, very long, so I don't ever have issues with the length of the cord. And I'm like right here by the Xbox every time I stream, so it's kind of perfect for me. Appreciate you being part of the notification squad, Gino. I set up a couple of new commands because recently some of our like raiders and temporary guests that have come in have been using them, shout out and lurk. So if somebody like comes into the stream and does a raid, we just have to put exclamation point shout out and then just type the user's name, like exclamation point shout out and then a space, and like Hefner rated us for a good bit the other day, so it'd be like that, and then it displays a thing and also gives a link to their Twitch. I don't know why I haven't had that set up. I thought I did years ago, but come to find out I did not. And also exclamation point lurk, if you ever like away from the stream for a while, just put an exclamation point lurk and it should give a notification in chat. That way, because a lot of people will come in and they'll be like working or something, like have the stream going and they can't really chat, so it's universal Twitch thing so they can come in and say like, oh hey, I want to support the stream, but I can't really chat. Yeah, I know, right? I swear that we used to have a lurk, but I don't know what happened. I think whenever all my stuff got messed up on Stream Elements years ago, that it eventually just like stopped working, but I now have a new setup for it, so, and it's positive, you know, like both of these are nice and positive. I want to spread a little bit of positivity in our community, because like the only bit of growth that I've really had is through friends and community members, so like we need to be definitely appreciative of everybody that stops by the stream and hangs out and chats with us, etc. So thanks for chatting with me. All right, it seems like I'm not having any issues now, so I'm gonna go ahead and do an intro for the YouTube video, and then we'll get started. Well, before we do that, update me on some of the stuff you've been doing in Oblivion. I saw a little bit, but I'd like to hear a bit more. It's like, I'm fascinated. This is the first time you're playing through, and it's like everything you're doing is awesome. Like, man, what I would give to be able to absolutely be able to play this for the first time again. Oh. Oh, nice, nice. So you actually got the, did you get the staff? Did you pick up the staff? If not, reload that quest and get the staff. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. So you can use that. I don't know if it works exactly the same, but you can use that to like resurrect NPCs and have them follow you for a little bit and act as like your minions. So what I actually did was I killed that necromancer and then used the staff to revive him and his like apprentice that was outside, and I would like I revived both of them and had them follow me almost all the way to the Imperial City. The apprentice fell off a cliff and I couldn't find him, but I had the necromancer, I got him all the way back to the Imperial City and had him like come into my house. And so like I'm just like sitting at the fireplace and it's rotating around, and then he just like goes and then falls over dead in my house. That was a couple years back though. I told my waifu about illusion magic and casting invisibility and like what to do to sit there and like just spamming the like life and or light and charm on people and stuff, and she's already to the point where she can cast invisibility, and like she's only played a couple times on the Oblivion Remastered for like a few hours, so they really made it to where you can power level the spells way faster than used to. In fact, I feel like stuff like athletics and acrobatics are taking not necessarily longer, but about what the levels were for the other ones. Yeah, and she's actually doing a fucking sneak playthrough, like Sneak Marksman, the OG OP. But she did it before. She played like that before Skyrim even came out and was a thing. Yeah. Alrighty, y'all ready to check out these houses? I think we're gonna go ahead and start now. Okay, everybody. My name is Eamon, XEamonX on Twitch, Eamon Havoc on YouTube. We're going to be playing more Oblivion Remastered today, the Elder Scrolls 4. Today we're going to be checking out some of the DLC that was in the first Oblivion, the original, that was paid content that is now included with the Oblivion Remaster. And it's 3 different houses that you can get for your character. One is based on, like, if you're a Fighters Guild warrior, kind of like heavy armor, blunt weapons type. I don't remember the name of it. It's like Battlehorn Castle, I think, which is actually free. Like, all you have to do is go there and help them or something, and you immediately are allowed to have the castle. They're like, all right, the castle's yours. Frostcrag Spire, whatever you say. Which is, we've already come across it. It's one of the only ones that I've actually looked at in the original Oblivion. It's the first one that I actually saw. The other 2 that I'm going to be looking at, I've never seen those before. Okay, I was thinking there was 3. There's actually 4. There's a Thieves Guild one that's down by Anvil. Well, it's not necessarily like Thieves Guild, but it's kind of geared towards Thieves Guild members. There's a fence. I think almost everyone there is a fence that you can recruit. And it's apparently a pirate ship. So you can get a pirate ship and then have thieves go out and, like, plunder or whatnot. And they come back every so often with chests, with, like, money and items to be put in chests. And so you get, I think they said 100 times your level, and I'm level 7, so that would be like 700 up until level 20. So the max is like 2,000, but you can be getting 2,000 passively every week, like I'm doing with the Arena and the Dark Brotherhood. Just getting a little bit of passive money. It almost feels like maybe this is like what the Thieves Guild continuation was supposed to be, like what should have happened at the end of the Thieves Guild quest. Also, I do want to throw it out there, I did go back and replay the final mission of the Thieves Guild. I was able to actually do it a little bit better since I knew what to do this time around. And whenever you drop down from the Archmage's chamber, spoiler alert, sorry y'all, I probably should have thought about that beforehand, but if you saw the previous stream, this is what we did. But there's a set of boots that are very, very crucial for my build that I want, because it's like acrobatics 50, and they will be destroyed on that mission if you have them equipped whenever you fall there, and it'll like save you from dying, but it will destroy the boots. Now, if you just kind of like, when you're falling, like kind of hold your controller to the right, like hold your thumbstick to the right, you can actually like kind of semi like stop your fall. I viewed it as like the thief like dropping and then like putting the legs up to hold himself in place for a little while, you know, while the health recovered. And you can recover your health and then drop down a little bit farther, and you can do that up to like right whenever you're about to drop down 3 times, and then that'll save the boots. And so now I just have the boots. The quest is over for the Thieves Guild, so I have, you know, the final stuff for the Thieves Guild that we got on stream, but also acquired the boots that I wanted to keep for my character. The third location that we're going to be visiting today is called Deep Scorn Hollow, and it's meant to be kind of like either a Brotherhood location or just like a Dark Brotherhood location, or just geared towards infamous characters in general. I don't know exactly what all is there. I kind of did a brief overview looking at it, but I wanted that to be something of like fresh. Right now my character's infamy is higher than my fame, so you can get boons there based off of that. So that'll be interesting. I don't have enough money to max out all of them together, so I'm probably going to be only like, I'm gonna save scum and reload after we max out them and max them out and check them out, and then gonna go to the next one, etc. The only one I know I'm gonna be doing for sure is probably the Thieves Guild one. Whenever you send out the Pirates to Plunder, apparently it does not raise your infamy, whereas if you send someone from Deepscorn Hollow to go murder someone, that actually does raise your infamy by 1 if they're successful. Nice. Yeah, what I actually started doing is doing the same thing, like being invisible, sneaking up on somebody. I went and cleared out that moth temple, by the way. And what I did was I snuck in, was invisible, would start with a stealth attack, and then would switch over to my paralyzing touch. So I have like paralyze and frost damage for 4 seconds. It's Black Winter, you get that from the Dark Brotherhood. And so I'll cast that and they'll freeze up, and I can just swing on them while they're falling down, and then immediately just cast invisibility again, and it disengages combat. So if somebody, like, they watch me absolutely destroy their teammate and then are looking around like, where'd he go? Yeah, you're set. Nice. Yeah, the Azura Star is one that since I'm starting to play more of a kind of a bad playthrough, can do that. But the nice thing about the cowl is if you want to just kind of go on like a killing spree or something, you can put on the cowl, do all the bad stuff, then take the cowl off, and then you're good. Like, it doesn't actually contribute to your character's infamy. So it's kind of like the, like, all right, time to do a quick save, and then like run around and like kill everybody that we're all so fond of. Nice. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start. I think we're actually going to do Frostcrag Spire, maybe like second or third. Like I said, I did look at that one on stream or off stream, and I created a spell. We'll redo that at the end of the stream. Okay. But I went ahead and like dropped off like some items and whatnot, optimized after that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Especially since you can now have access to like fortify attributes. That wasn't a thing in the base game years and years ago. Like the restoration school that affects that. Okay, so the first one that we're gonna go check out is gonna be Battlehorn Castle. It's probably the easiest one to get because all you have to do is fast travel to Coral and go here, kill like maybe 2 or 3 people, I think. Deepscorn Hollow is way down here. We actually have, since we did the Dark Brotherhood quest to kill the Argonian down here, we have Bogwater unlocked, so we can just get there real fast from that. And then Dunbarrow Cave out on the outside of Castle Anvil is where the pirate ship is, which doesn't that sound fucking fun? Frostcrag Spire is up here next to Bruma. It's impossible to miss if you are in this location. To get into it, all I had to do was lockpick it, and it was an average lock, so that's not that difficult. Should be able to do that. Okay. So first, let's go check out Battlehorn. Yeah, I've noticed whenever I was playing around with the spells yesterday that just it wasn't right. There's my horse. It's gonna take Shadow Mare. Yeah. Yeah, I had I was able to make one, but it kept like glitching every time I would try and like choose acrobatics. It like wouldn't let me set it. And then so I'd have to like back out and then go back into it. It's kind of messed up so far. Just any time that I've gone to do it is Shadowmare. Okay. So I think we just traveled west from Coral. Can you use the Azura Star for enchanting? Yeah. Oh, nice. You know what? This actually might be a good... These quests here might be a good reason to bring, like, Brother Martin and the others along. I'm gonna actually fast travel back to my home and get them for this. Oh, that's huge. That's huge then. Yeah, I need to start investing in Soul Trap then. Either that or get a blade that has Soul Trap on it. But yeah, it is so nice having the boots with Spring-Heeled Jack so we can just sit there and hop in. I was like almost to the top of the Imperial Arena, just like hopping around on the outside. I just might. You know what? That might be the next thing that we do is go get Umbra.
By Azura, by Azura, by Azura! It's the Grand Champion! I can't believe it's you standing
I think we should I'm with you.
here next.
Hope we'll get to Skin. I'll be right behind you.
To me.
Can't wait to be back in Skingrad.
Come on. Hey,
Oops.
we've got one.
He's the only one
Safe
that
and sound.
Let's
it is.
come on.
It isn't on the
Fine.
top.
Payday. Let's roll. Yes. Oh, great and mighty Grand Champion. Golly, you're the
We're even
best.
bringing an
I'm
adoring
going to
fan.
follow you and watch you and worship the ground.
Though the game might crash. So wish us luck. Is it a long sword or a short sword, Umbra? Because if so, then I might start rolling around with that if it's a short sword. Weightless. That's huge. Long sword, but still weightless is a big deal. We're also gonna get one of our Dark Brotherhood followers for this. So I can just run in, paralyze everybody, and then let my followers murder them. For everyone that we have to interact with.
I can hardly believe you're standing here in front of... Listener, I...
Travel with me,
Yes,
serve your
most
listener.
revered.
So this is the first time we've had this many with us. We'll actually have 5 followers. And I think Battlehorn Castle, you can get an additional 2 like fighters with you. So potentially for if we go to do any like quest storylines, we can have up to like 7 characters following us. Though they say that that can mess up the game, so we'll see. I didn't say our horse was stationed outside. There he is. Alright, everybody, keep up. The poor game. It is trying so hard already. Oh, hi. Yeah, something I didn't think about the other day whenever I was getting the Maroon Stegan armor for the Deluxe Edition DLC was I could have just saved and then got the other armor and then reloaded. Because I was thinking about it, I was like, man, it kind of sucks that I was able to show off everything except for that additional horse armor. I wanted to kind of show everybody everything. Uh-oh, what's wrong? Oh, I've still got their katanas on. Oops. I meant to drop these off somewhere.
That the best you can do?
Freedom call. And Shadowmare actually attacks as well, so it's almost like we have 5 followers that attack. Yeah, probably. That's the one issue is I saw these people making like these real fucked up, super wide like orc heads. Uh-oh. Who are you? Oh, bandit. Uh-oh. Oh no, paralyzed Shadowmare! I gotta be careful with this spell. Yeah, they're making all those like awesome faces, but I was like, man, how are those gonna fit? Silver Warhammer, nice. There's the castle. So this is Battlehorn Castle. It's actually like, you can come and get it at level 1. I've arrived near Battlehorn Castle. I hear battle noises as if the castle is being attacked. Should try to see if I can help. I didn't. Actually shouldn't have picked up that Warhammer. Don't know what I was thinking. Where are you running to?
Assault!
Sorry, Arthur.
What do you want? The Imperial City is located on a large island surrounded by Lake Ramar. Good day.
Shouldn't have done that.
There's a psychopath on the
loose.
Sorry, Lothar. Ooh, Claymore Wariness. And Dwarven Cuirass, Dwarven Shield. Dwarven Shield's probably better than the shield I have on, to be honest. I think you can get this stuff at level 1. Actually, I don't even see my shield that I was using. Shield of Cataclysm. 6? Yeah, it's about the same. This is only 3 weight. How much is this one? Oh, 16? Nah, I'm good. Get him, Brother Martin.
Have your head, you filthy Nord!
Whoa! Oh, Mackler, calm down. Lord Kelvin. I don't see any other marauders, so I think that was it. Yeah, we're going to be checking out Dunborough next. It's the only one that I know for sure that I'm going to max out and save. Deepscorn Hollow, I might, but I'll need to get up some more money before I can do both of them. Wonder if I was supposed to talk to this guy. And Silver War Axe. They got some good weapons and armor out here. Marauder had a silver claymore. Greaves of the Flame. Nice. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a wolf. And instantly, I can run. What was the axe? We're just gonna like drop all this stuff here. Let's loot Syndril out here. Let's close that gate so nobody comes in behind us. Alright, time to see what this is all about.
This is indeed a dark day for all of us left. But I thank you for risking your own life to help us. Here, take this. It'll tell you all you need to know. As the newest master of the castle, I bid you welcome.
Man, that's all you have to do. Just come and take out a few marauders. Handed me something. Lord Kelvin's will. Last will and testament. I, Lord Kelvin, son of Jaren, and a sworn knight of the True Horn, upon my death do hereby bequeath Battlehorn Castle and all her lands, dependents, and chattels to the bearer of this document. Such an unusual document requires some explanation. I resort to such measures out of desperation. I pen this while Battlehorn Castle lies besieged by a band of ruthless marauders, with little hope that any of us will survive. Besieged, I say, although this petty battle would not have even rated a footnote in the great days of the Knights of the True Horn. We have fallen on hard times indeed. I'll entrust this document to my last faithful retainers, with instructions to destroy it in the last extremity, although I accept that I may have provided the means for murderers to legally take the lordship of Battlehorn Castle. So be it. To the new lord of Battlehorn Castle, whoever you are, know that you inherit a stronghold with a proud tradition. Battlehorn Castle was built by a remnant of the Knights of the True Horn, who were exiled from our homeland of Laneland and Hammerfell. After a failed battle to dethrone Baron Shrike of Laneland, our leader, Lord Kane, ordered us to split up into as many small groups as possible until the time should come that he would recall us. My father was part of a group that settled here in Cyrodiil and built Battlehorn Castle as a refuge while they waited for Lord Kane's message. A message that never arrived. Over the years, all the knights of our little band either gave up or passed on, all but one, my father Jaren. Since his untimely death, I have continued to hold Battlehorn Castle in the hope that someday we will hear from Lord Kane and our great exile will be at an end. I'm afraid that the fortunes of Battlehorn Castle have fallen on hard times. What resources I had available I devoted to maintaining the castle itself. Its walls will stand strong and its hearths still provide warmth. Sadly, this came at great cost, and many of the items within its walls had to be sold in order to meet the enormous payments such maintenance begets. If you find yourself with the means to restore Battlehorn Castle to its former glory, a friend of my father's named Nilphus O'Million still holds many of the castle accoutrements in storage and on account. All that is required is to repay the castle's debts to Nilphus, and I'm certain will happily return the items. My final request for the new Lord of Battlehorn Castle is to continue to uphold the proud traditions of the Knights of the True Horn and to honor the memory of our brave sirs. Gotcha. So that means that we need to find battle noises as if the castle's glowing from Nilphus O'Million at the Merchant's Inn in the Market District of the Imperial City. So let's take a look around and check this place out. Oh, there's an altar of Julianos. So you can just come get a boon, a couple display cases. So it might be tempting to put, to immediately start like offloading your stuff here, but from what I understand, some of the chests and stuff that are here, do respawn, so they're not safe. The ones that would be safe are probably if there's a private quarters in that. But as you're upgrading stuff, it kind of revamps some of the chests. So wait until after you do the upgrades for the certain areas to start putting stuff in the chests here. It's a big old bear. Great Hall. Yeah, this actually feels like a castle. We may leave Maglir here, the basement. So I wonder if the Great Hall is where we first walked in. Yeah, the chests are like bunk. Okay. I mean, so far this place is pretty huge. I think it's about on par with Frostcraig Spire. Actually, Frostcraig Spire is smaller. Yeah, much smaller. Oh, here's a bed. So immediately a safe place to sleep. Multiple safe places. All the drawers, chests seem to be safe. Looks like a training room. Yeah, and a place to sit here and practice shooting arrows. Oh, what's this? Nice, a winery. And this place is huge. You can just kind of fuck around here for forever. I wonder how many people are running around in it. You know, my at the end of the stream, may just put Magler in here, put him in timeout. Back to the Great Hall. I want to make sure we checked everything out. I think we did, though. The basement is huge. There's the living quarters. South Tower. Let's check out the tower. Oblivion Highlands. I wonder if you ever have to defend the castle again, or if that was it. It's just a guard kind of walking around. More chests, another... Oh, that was kind of like the main tower up front. Pretty nice view. There's a little hut. I haven't checked the hut at all.
Greetings to you. Yes, sir.
Follow me.
Certainly.
Yeah, so just like that, you can have another follower. Jeez. Not to mention the Skelly boy. Got a whole ass fucking army. Several rooms to destroy your autosaves. Okay. We're on the west end now. Kind of measly bed. I wonder if this is supposed to be... Oh, look, here's another one.
Yes, sir. Certainly.
Nice. Okay, so unlike the Dark Brotherhood, you can have both of them following you. Actually, it doesn't look like my followers came into the castle. They were in the basement with me, but not in this main hall. Oh, nice. This is cool. Yep, a bunch of different display cases. Here's a private quarters. Wait for me here,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
Man at arms.
Of course.
So it's kind of bare bones here, but honestly, it's still very nice for you know, like a level 1 a level 1 home that you can get. Huge. The nice big bed too. I mean, you could do all kinds of stuff in this area. Parties.
Good tidings. Yes, sir. Certain.
If I can get all my followers in here, just like hit them with the Wabbajack, or put frenzy on them all. That'd be nice and fun. So the private quarters is actually upstairs on the west side. I think this is more of like a bunk or barracks for your men-at-arms. I'm gonna look on the map and see if I missed anything, but I think that is everything. Yeah, we saw the private quarters, saw the east wing, saw the north tower, saw the basement. So yeah. So far, this place is really, really nice. Okay, oh no, you know what we didn't see? Well, one, there's a little forge here. And I think the forge is one of the things that you can upgrade to a Dwarven forge, and if you go and repair armor next to it, it gives you a plus 15. Oh, wow.
Greetings.
Okay, so many. What's up, Niels?
It's my pleasure. Please continue.
You repair?
Can't go into battle with broken equipment.
True that, friend.
Take your time. Goodbye.
Yeah, the mannequins were really nice to have. You like me. And even though there's people around, there's multiple beds to safely sleep and level up. Okay. Is this a stable? So you can keep your horse here? I mean, my horse isn't gonna come here at all, but I see what they're trying to do. Okay, so now we'll do... I guess that's one perk of having the Adoring Fan, is he's running around with a torch. Now we'll do a hard save here, and I'm gonna go into the city, sell a little bit of stuff, and I should have enough to completely max out this area. Also, let's get Lord Kelvin back in here. Let's have him hanging out with our boys. So yeah, we can like prop him up, have him be the doorman. If we ever get the Staff of the Worm, we'll bring him back. I said that about the first mate as well, and the first mate's corpse did not last long enough. Alright, everybody ready? Heading to the Imperial City Market District. Yeah, in this game, it's really more like display cases is what you can use. I remember being so excited whenever I got my first helm that had a display case. Okay, the merchant's in. Might actually have to sell some stuff first. I know, it's a constant struggle.
What do you want?
Elis Hesidius. Is this the person I'm supposed to talk to? No, it's Nilphus Emilian.
Allow me to extend my congratulations on your daring victory. I am at your service. I have everything you need to make the place more livable. Here, take this list. Goodbye.
Battleborn Castle upgrades list. I'll be happy to provide the following improvements to Battlehorn Castle upon receipt of payment for goods and services rendered. Kitchen area. The kitchen will be completely refurbished with everything needed to support you and your household. I'll also provide the services of a most excellent cook, Plautus Rosonius, whose culinary skills I can personally recommend, as he was in charge of the kitchens at the Tiber Septum Hotel for many years. Ooh. Bedroom area. The bedroom in the castle's private quarters will be fitted out with the most luxurious furnishings and appointments, and the services of a maid accustomed to working in a noble household will be retained. Library area. The library in the castle's private quarters will be restocked with books appropriate to a noble's library, and furnished to provide a comfortable reading and working area. Dining area. You will be able to entertain in a high style once we have cleaned and refurbished the dining room in the castle's east wing. Barracks. I will retain the services of an experienced mercenary captain as well as 2 men-at-arms in order to bring the castle garrison up to its full complement. Training room. I'll provide an experienced battle trainer who can spar with you and your men on a variety of weaponry. I have an excellent candidate in mind, but do not want to name him until I am certain I can retain his services for you. Trophy hall. The trophy room in the castle's great hall will be reappointed. I will also hire an expert taxidermist to create beautiful and lifelike trophies out of the most dangerous creatures of the land. Nice. So I think you can bring like bear pelt and stuff like that, and it'll taxidermy them. Wine cellar. No castle should be without the services of a well-trained vintner. And one of the best is now available. Talon learned his trade from his famous sister Tamika of Skingrat. He was also a member of the prestigious Imperial Alchemy Symposium, but was removed from its ranks for using the skill of alchemy to perpetuate the mixing of magical and alcoholic beverages. The alchemist's loss is your gain. Using ingredients found in the wild and his keen sense of taste, Talon creates unusual mixtures, the likes of which have never been seen. Trust that you will find much here of interest to you in your new position as Lord of Battlehorn Castle. Please allow me to be of service. Our main, Novus Emilian, the Merchant's Inn, Market District, Imperial City.
Whatever you need. For you, of course. Bye.
It says he's already maxed disposition. I'm going to put on my speechcraft stuff. Get him up a little
Whatever
bit.
you need.
Then we'll bard it.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Okay, let's test this with selling him like a few soul gems.
That's just not reasonable.
Okay, there we go. Need to get up to 15,000, I believe.
You've made a good bit of gold. Thank you for your business.
Now that I'm at 15,000, I'm actually going to do the hard save here. I'm gonna change that save. That way I'll be able to immediately max out Frost Craig and Deep Scorn from here. Okay.
Whatever you need, I'm at your service.
Yeah, if you add too many items to your inventory at one time, I think that is one of the things that sets it off. He's got some pretty unique items in his inventory as well. Reflect spell potion. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Oh, we may not have enough to do everything.
A good price for a good customer.
Just gonna sell them a few things. That way, we'll have enough. Not saving this, so.
A fine transaction.
There you go. Battlehorn Barracks, Battlehorn Bedroom, Battlehorn Dining Area, Battlehorn Kitchen Area, Battlehorn Water Area, Battlehorn Training Room, Battlehorn Trophy Hall, and the Wine Cellar. So that should be everything. Yo, huge mega shout out to Colin. Most recently playing Claire Obscure. Ooh. Sorry about that. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It's strange. It should be, yeah, the pre-roll's off. I don't know if that happened from something else. Let me know when y'all are back. There he is. Hey, Colin. Huge shout out. Thank you for the raid, buddy. It looks like you were playing Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I was going to ask you what you were playing. Everybody, if you haven't already, go give Colin a follow. Been a huge supporter of the stream. Thank you. I actually have been seeing quite a bit about, a lot of hype around Claire Obscure lately, saying that it's a nice turn-based game. In fact, here, real quick, we'll take a look at it. Because I think it's on Game Pass. Lead the members of Expedition 33 on their quest to destroy the Paintress, so she can never paint death again. Explore a world of wonders inspired by Belle Epoque, France, and battle unique enemies in this turn-based RPG with real-time mechanics. Year by year, she erases us. Once a year, the Paintress wakes and paints upon her monolith. Paints her cursed number, and everyone of that age turns to smoke and fades away. Year by year, that number ticks down, and more of us are erased. Tomorrow she'll wake and paint 33, and tomorrow we depart on our final mission, destroy the Paintress so she can never paint death again. We're Expedition 33. Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is a groundbreaking turn-based RPG with unique real-time mechanics, making battles more immersive and addictive than ever before. Explore a fantasy world inspired by Belle. Yeah, we already read that. Turn-based with a twist. My most anticipated game. 10 out of 10 appeals to a certain genre of players. AAA plus. I destroyed the mime. LOD anyone? Gorgeous game. Well, that's an opening. Mistwalker vibes. Masterpiece. Nice. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Hey, I also went and set up. I took the time to set up not only a shadow, but a lurk as well. So if you need to lurk, just put it in chat. Thank you, Bunny. I really do appreciate it, man. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you had an excellent stream. Right now we're playing Oblivion, Elder Scrolls Oblivion. And we're checking out the free, quotations, free DLC houses. The first one we're looking at is Battlehorn Castle. We just purchased all the upgrades for it, so now we're gonna head back and check it out. We also have a little army here. Hey, we're missing one of the Battlehorn Man-at-Arms. I guess one just follows around inside the castle.
Whatever you need.
Nilphys, was there anything else that I missed?
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
I think that was everything.
You too.
Kind of strange that it didn't update the quest, though. Yeah, there's only one Battlehorn guy. Man-at-Arms.
Yes, sir. Certainly. Yes, sir. All right.
Oh, look. Yeah, here's
Yes, sir.
Kestel and Nathan. Follow me.
Certainly.
This came for you, sir.
Oh, a note from Nilphys Emilian. And it updated the quest line now. Offering to install an ancient Dwemer Forge and Battlehorn Castle. Nice.
Yes, sir.
Can you wait for
Of
me?
course.
Actually, return to your
Yes, sir.
duties.
All right.
Let's check out the basement. I wonder if that means I have to go purchase the forge now. Oh yeah, they decked out the wine cellar. Barrel of Argonian blood wine, sparkling honeydew, Stumblefoot's reserves. The barrels are empty. Someone's been in our wine. I bet it actually takes a little while for it to accumulate. One mead. Strangely enough, even... Okay, there we go. Yeah, there's a lot more wine bottles here now, though. Yeah, I was able to get meat on tap. That's nice. And some cheap wine. Oh, are you the alchemist?
What can I do for you, sir?
What kinds of wine can you make?
There are some things I need. Here, take this list. It'll tell you all you need to know.
Oh, ingredients for wine.
You've brought me what I asked for?
I don't need anything
Certainly.
else. Here, let me see. So that's cool. So he'll send you a list of ingredients and you can go and get them and bring them back. Make the following wines for you in about 24 hours, provided I have the necessary ingredients. Alvira, there's Frostdew Blank, Colovian Battle Cry, Juliana's Firebelly, Numbskin Mead, Stumblefoot's Reserve, Argonian Blood Wine, Sparkling Honeydew. Oh wow, they actually fortify strength, personality, speech trap, health, fortify health, resist frost, resist fire, shield, fortify endurance. Nice. Restore health, restore fatigue. Okay, so you essentially can make fancy potions from wine. Lautus Rusonius?
What can I do for you, sir?
I'd like a drink.
A little food and drink will do you some good.
I need some more meat.
Certainly. Here you are. Anything else?
Like something neat.
A little food and drink will do you some good.
Let me get some venison.
Certainly. Here you are. Anything else?
Oh no. I don't need
Come
anything
back
else.
and see me again.
So you can use venison for some good potions, so the fact that you can just get some venison here, just like that, is real nice. Chagral Gozog.
Well met.
Heard any rumors?
High mountain ranges rise to the borders in the north and east, and marshes and rainforests extend to the southeast borders.
Yeah. Want to spar?
I need a weapon. The choice is yours.
Use a two-handed weapon.
I'm good. I've got this hammer. Come on.
All right, let's do it. I wonder if it's gonna aggro my posse.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Yeah, it does. This is gonna cause chaos fast.
Take that!
Brotherhood guy. Oh
You're
no.
pathetic.
He's gonna be aggroed for a while. Oh no, the chaos has begun. Brother Martin's stabbing him.
Fight fire with fire!
No! My murderer!
Die, Imperial, die!
You will be remembered, murderer. He was so young. He was so strong. Damn, Brother Martin, you got knocked out. Damn.
Well met.
Okay, so definitely only do the sparring if you're by yourself. Temporary followers get aggroed. That was fun. That was a whole lot of fun. Is that everything in? Actually, I want to make sure I'm not missing anything in the basement, but I think that was everything. sparring room is pretty much the same. So now we have someone to spar with.
Hi there.
Hi. Yo, you did you get a show, Alchemist?
Evening.
Man,
Blade and bow.
don't mess with that guy.
I don't even know what a will-o'-the-wisp is, much less how to kill one.
How can I be of service?
Can you tell her to come with me?
Of course.
You'll have to take the place of the murder and... No, that's probably a
How
bad
can I be of
idea. I don't think any of these people are essential, so... Make something to eat.
Certainly. What can I interest you in?
Venison. Give me a sweet roll.
Certainly. Here you are. Anything else?
Return to your
A
duties.
pleasure to serve you.
In all of its glory. Restore my fatigue. Oh, nice. There's a deer. Yeah, supposedly I was reading up that you can actually use the deer as a storage unit. Hey, that bread's gonna be well done. I fell asleep with it on. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that they're working on them. Do that, or they're just like, okay, it's out. We wash our hands of it. Yeah, there's so many ways already to like kind of like break the game as far as like skills and that dupe glitch that we saw. South Tower. Let's go ahead and check out the towers. I doubt that it did anything to the towers, but still. The poor Brotherhood murder. He was just trying to defend me. Just trying to defend me from that aggressive orc. Whoa. Did an Oblivion gate open right there? That is very close. Oops. Just reading chat. Oof. Yeah, that was like me the other day where I was playing. I wasn't even doing anything really. Now I'm kind of... I've got a bunch of people falling around me. It's destined to eventually crash. Wonder if the chests in the towers are safe. Supposedly every open grain sack is safe. The North Tower. Oh, nice. This one you can actually, like... Uh-oh. Get a good view of the impending doom upon us. There's actually a... Crazy. Never been up here. Let's see what this is. Oh, trapdoor to the private quarters. Look, I can get drunk. Shoot arrows at the Oblivion Gate. This little tower defense. Whoa. so that was the private quarters, and this was what, the south tower? I appreciate that, T. There's some good potions in here, too. Jewelry box. That's like if you want to have a super secret area. Pretty much guaranteed that nobody can mess with that those chests, so. I'm guessing that the one lady that was downstairs.
Of an illusionist.
Yeah. I'm assuming that the lady downstairs was the one that we could get to follow us, was our maid. Yeah, this is moderately upgraded. And a nice study. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Check it out. I think they were saying that in each of the DLCs they add a few, like, special books that you can use that actually are like skill books. Morning Star, which is, this is one that I got from and Warrior. One that I got from the Archmage's quarters. Or not Archmage, but the Counselor Mage. Okay. Bed was nice and huge. I mean, it feels like you own your own castle. Second, I thought that was a weapon rack.
You have the hands of an illusionist.
Do we check out the East Wing? I'm gonna run over there. I know that we looked in the basement, but...
Well, what have we here?
Nice. Okay. No, we didn't see all this. Huge dining area. Nice chill space. Taxidermied bear. I wonder who it is you bring the taxidermied stuff to. Oh, right here. Nice big old bear pelt. There's some apprentice mortar and pestle. Okay, let's have a chat.
How are you today?
Melisi Darren.
What is it, Sarah?
Can you create a trophy?
What can I do for you?
So we can get a stuffed bear, stuffed Clanfear, stuffed Daedrith, Minotaur, Mountain Lion, Ogre, Troll, and a Wolf. And it'd be nice to have a stuffed troll.
I don't have the item I need. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Pretty
Virtuous
rumors.
visitors to way shrines of Kinnereth may receive blessings of agility.
Ooh. Kinnereth.
Be seeing you.
You've got a real bounce to your step.
All right.
It's my... Be seeing you.
So the last thing that it was talking about is he said that he can install a forge. Does that mean I need to go back to the Imperial City? Okay, it does. So what I'll go ahead and do is pick up all this stuff. Lord Kelvin, no! Lord Kelvin is gone. Well, actually, I'm not saving any of this, so I'll take that back. I was gonna bring everything inside, but you know, maybe I'll bring some of it with me and then sell it. Corbin Cuirass. Shield. You said the flame was worth a lot. Claymore's 22 doesn't really do much. Civil War Axe. Waste a bunch, doesn't do much. 38. Okay, so we're heading back to the city.
Children are starving.
Shop, but I haven't spent a lot of time. Goodbye.
Be seeing.
How goes it?
You like me.
Whatever you need, I'm at your service. What can I interest you in?
Former Forge for 2000.
That's a fair deal. Thank you for your... Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Battlehorn Dwemer Forge. I've now purchased everything Nilphus Emilion had available from Battlehorn Castle.
Tell your friends about me. Take care.
Thank you, Nilphus. Welcome back.
By Azura, by Azura, by Azura! It's the Grand Champion! I can't believe it's you standing here next to me.
He's speaking through teleportation now. Whoa! Check this out. Boomer Fireheart added to list. Temporary increased by 15. Was just something that you get from activating it. Oh, it says it's added to the spell list. Okay, it doesn't actually add it to the spell list, though. So cool. That would have been really useful at the beginning of the game. Hi, Niels.
Take care.
Yes, sir. All right.
Okay, I think that he is the captain that we got. Oh, nice. All the marauders are still out here. They outlasted Kelvin. Poor chap. Shield of True Horn. Well, I can't see the shield, but man, look at those gloves. Those are dope. Okay. So that was Battlehorn Castle. We're going to go ahead and reload. It was nice having a couple of new temporary followers from the Men-at-Arms. It's, if you want to have a big, huge castle, it seems pretty much exactly what is described. I don't think that that's going to be one that I'm going to be doing immediately, but I might deck it out in the future. So next we're going to check out one of the ones that I feel like is going to be one of the most interesting, because it is far different. The castle was nice. Frostkrigg Spire we'll check out at the end of the stream. That's really good for enchanting and spell making and fast, easy access to immediately travel to the Mages Guilds. This one is going to be geared more towards evil playthroughs, so we'll see how it pans out. It's Deep Scorn Hollow. With our little army. I need to get a spell for water walking. Uh-oh. Evil mud crab alert. Evil mud crab. He's got like a little Dark Brotherhood cowl on. Arrived at Deep Scorn Hollow. Rumors talk of an underground lair hidden there. I should try to find the entrance. This definitely looks like an evil hideout so far. And we'll probably need the gold. Well, there's a Nerdru here. Shit. This is kind of cool. Is it in the water? bet it's through the tree. Yeah, it is. Discovered a long-forgotten journal within Deepscorn Lair. I shall read it to learn more about this unusual structure. Greywind's Journal. After reading the journal, I've learned that I can acquire everything I need to restore this place to its original state from Rowley Eardwolf at the Wannet Inn just outside the Imperial City. Sithis speaks to me. He does not use words, but I can hear his voice. Echoes of darkness spring from his lips and tell me what I must do. The Dark Brotherhood must be purged of its clean-blooded vermin, and a new order must take the reins. The time is nigh for the vampire to claim his rightful place as the true hands of Sithis. I've secured the help of many of my kin, and soon we shall spread like a cold fog through the ranks and make the group our own. Soon, Sithis will give this sign. The time will be right, and the Crimson Scars will strike. We are betrayed. That cursed Solarian has made true our plans to the fingers, and we have been discovered. The Brotherhood struck as we slept, not even giving the Scars a chance to fight back. Using their silver weapons, they pierced the heart of many of my brothers. Screams I could hear as they turned to dust still echo within my mind. I was able to dispatch 2 of the purebloods that fell upon me, and before they could send more, I made good my escape. I must find a place to hide, to recover from this blow. I will make my way south to Deepscorn Hollow, my old hideaway from when I was but a novice. There I will make my dark plans, and we shall see who Sithis truly favors. It's been nearly a month, and yet none of my brethren has returned to the fold. What puzzles me is why I have not heard from my lord. Sithis hasn't spoken to me since that dark night. What have I done to displease him? I have slain many since then, and poured their lifeblood on his altar, but still he remains silent. As I ponder this, I turn my attentions to the lair. Deepscorn Hollow will rise as the new headquarters of the Crimson Scars, but it must be prepared. So much to do. The lair has improved much. I was fortunate to find Rowley Eardwolf at the Wannet Inn outside of the Imperial City, another Scar who had escaped the Night of Slaughter. He now does his dark work, acquiring the tools I need to bring Deepscorn Hollow back to its former glory. I must remember him in the future should I ever need these items again. All along I was mistaken. All along I was the blight upon Sithis and his dark name. Tonight he spoke to me, and again I learned of his displeasure. Again I heard no words, but I knew the meaning. It was meant to take blood, to spill blood, but never to taste blood. My sanguine ways have offended my lord. I must cleanse myself of this filth. I must find a way. I have found it. My lord will be pleased. My answer lies with the purged blood salts. Yes, I will bathe in these tonight and free myself from my old ways. Hail Sithis, dark ruler, soon I will be your only true disciple. Blood Pearl. It is nice coming in here with an army. So this lair is geared to kind of towards vampirism as well. I believe that there's a way, victims loot chest, nice. I believe that there's actually a way to cure vampirism here, if you have like maybe that salt that it was just talking about. Deepscorn Cloister. What's over here? That. Okay, so there's 2 little side rooms and then the Deepscorn Cloister. Let's see what's in here. Looks like something just dropped into some water over here. I like this, it's like some old ruins. font of renewal. You need to be cleansed. There's a skull. Can't wait to use the dupe glitch. Get infinity. One door to Deepscorn Bastion. Oh, here's a trapdoor to Topal Bay. So that's probably going to be the fast way in and out. Some skelly boy on the ground. Let's go down to the Bastion. Pretty empty. Nice, cold, dark, Deepscorn Shrine, it said. Ah, looks like this is probably the bed area. This is probably the private quarters. Let's check out the Deepscorn Shrine. So I believe that this might be a shrine to Sithis. And supposedly you can get like boons from the shrine. Oh fuck, look at this. Yo, this is cool. Hail Sithis. Ichor Basin. Yeah, I guess we need to like have some type of ichor. So I put on the Grey Cow. Arthur will get out of the way. Ichor of Sithis is required to activate the altar. Unusual box. The Crimson Eviscerator. Whoa. This is one that I've been actually... I wanted to come and get this. Absorb strength on strike, damage health on strike, damage magic on strike, weakness to poison. Strike. And I think it's better to come and get this stuff earlier on in the game because it's leveled to whenever you get the DLC, and since you start the game with the DLC, it now means like the Crimson Eviscerator and the armor that you get from here is definitely kind of more of like a level 1 area. So the sooner you come and get it, the better and more useful it is. Hell yeah, having a good time. Thank you, Colin. Oh, nice. It's got like a little glow about it. This place is evil. So what we'll do now is we'll head back to the city, the Imperial City, and purchase the upgrades to max this place out. Sorry for any confusion. Yep. Here it is. Okay, here's the sealed trapdoor to... It's sealed, but we can go in, I guess. Taste Crimson Eviscerator. Man, that hit him with a lot. Okay, so now off to the Imperial City. We're going to the Wanet Inn, which is outside of the Imperial City, in order to try and purchase the upgrades for Deepscorn Hollow. To change back to my speechcraft stuff, just in case it has any effect on it. And also we'll do a hard save here before I actually invest in anything. But that way we have the location unlocked for future use. You.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come here. I got what you need. You need something special? Check out my wares.
So he's a
You won't find
vampire.
this stuff at your local general store, that's for damn sure.
You can train?
Knowledge is power.
Ooh, you can train and sneak. Can't help me, but
This better be good.
let's get you to like me.
Oh, that's great. That's just... You're a big... You're too
Like,
kind.
joking and admiring.
You're wasting... You're a big... Where'd you get... It's good of you to say so. You're blah, blah. Where'd you get... It's good of you to say so. Where'd you get that? That's good. How nice. Oh, blah, blah, blah. What a bore. That's great. How's it... Thank you. Oh, please. You're full of it. Blah, blah, blah. That's... I like you. You're wasting your breath.
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, that's great. That's how nice. That's just... You're a big fat liar.
You're a big fat
Walk
liar.
always in the shadow of Sithis. You need something special?
Any rumors?
Someone told me that Hieronymus Lex is gone. Reassigned to Anvil. That can't be true.
It's true.
Have a look around.
Did it
You
myself.
won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Ooh, nice. Bow of numbing. Resist normal resist normal weapons quilted doublet? Whoa. The Acre of Sithis. Okay, this is how you get... Wow, 5,000. That's going to be hard to get. But this is how you get the Blessing of Sithis. So everything is pretty expensive just right out of the gate. Orb and dagger, fine arrow. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21,000. Ooh. Plus the 5,000. So that's 26,000. I may not even have enough even if I sell all of this stuff. Okay. That's okay, we're not saving anyway, so let me get the barter up. It's about 146, see if he'll accept that.
Make me a better offer.
No, he does not. So we'll have to go 149. Alright, he accepted 149, so. So all my good
You got a
swords.
great deal there. That seems a fair price.
Need like 21,000.
A good price for a good customer. That's a good deal.
Or 26,000 actually, so.
You got a great deal there. An excellent bargain. A fine transaction.
Okay. We were able to bring down the prices a little bit. Let's see, bedroom area,
Bargain at any price.
cattle cell,
Fine bargain for you.
a dark minion, dining area, garden receipt, storage area, Study area. I didn't see personal quarters, but we'll also get the Ichor of Sithis.
Pleasure to serve you. Walk always in the shadow
Now
of
purchase
Sithis.
everything Raleigh Eardwolf had available for Deepscorn Hollow. I think it said quest complete, so yeah, that is all the purchases that you can get for Deepscorn Hollow. So let's head back there and see what it's like now. Oh, there was like a trap door around here somewhere. Is that another Oblivion gate? It's right there. Fuck. It's like over by some bushes or something. This is gonna be hard to remember. I guess I can just go back through the tunnel again. Oh, here it is. No, it's not. Okay, so back to the hollow in the ground. Whoa, immediately there's a huge difference. Chokeberry vine. Milk thistle, fennel, nightshade, ginseng, elf cup, stinkhorn, morning glory, milk thistle, stinkhorn. Spooky tree. Okay, there's a area over here that looks to be kind of like a training room with a bed as well. Painting with blood on it. They were using a torso to paint with. Okay. That's fucked up. It's great. Here's this little side cubby area. It's still kind of more or less the same, but there's a few jewelry boxes over here now. Supposedly there's a set of like Brotherhood shrouded armor that is unique to this area, and it has better boons than the actual leather shrouded armor you get from the Brotherhood. I doubt it's going to be better than the black hand robes that I'm wearing, but it should provide more defense in the case that we need that. Water's purification upon us. Only a vampire carrying purge blood salts may use this pool. Okay, so that's how you cure your vampirism. Curious, what's down here? Oh no! Leowen shield. Rusty door. Deepscorn prisoner? Is this just like a random NPC that you can feed on if you're a vampire? Cannot wake the prisoner. Yeah. Okay. So that's what... I like how Adoring Fan's the only one that can come in here. Wait here.
Right here? What
Yes.
about, say, over there? No? Right here? All right then. You're the grand champion. Whatever you say.
Is anybody playing Vampire No by Adoring? It's perfect. Oh shit. Does anybody know if playing Vampire, if you can feed on dead folk? Because I know you feed on folk that are sleeping, but like you could like kill Adoring Fan because he doesn't sleep and feed on him if that were the case. You know what? Only the Okay, Brother Martin, you're hanging out here. All my NPCs are kind of just scattered over where their AI just kind of stopped working. I may have to hard save that. Here's a trapdoor. Let's see what that does. How far away are we from the actual fast travel? Look, in a tree. Alright, so it's over by a tree. Pretty actually far off, I think, from... Yeah. Alright. So right there is where you go to enter Deepscorn Hollow. Down to the bastion. Whoa, that person looks almost identical to us. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Oh, nice. They added a sleeping coffin. That's fucking cool. It's like perfect for my character. Okay. For whenever we actually go through and become a full day vampire. Also, Minotaur Horn and Daedra Teeth. You could actually take these, go to Battlehorn and get the stuffed Daedra the Minotaur. Dark Minion.
Did this be with you, brother?
Darkest
Did this
Darkness.
be with you, brother?
Yes. Fragment on Artaeum. Manifesto Cyrodiil Vampirism. Resolve the Righteous. That actually helped my light armor. Leech Health, Chameleon. Immortal Blood. Immortal Blood actually helped my hand-to-hand. Okay. Sithis. Greater Detect Life. Dark Minion is staring at Brother Martin, reading to him.
At your service, Master.
I have no need of you right now.
Yes, Master. Whatever you say. At your
Dark
service.
Minion. Murder in the name of Sithis.
Yes, Master. Whatever you say.
So now he's going off to kill somebody. And I believe that if he is successful, he leaves the loot in the victim loot chest at the beginning. But that does gain you 1 infamy whenever you do that, so. Onto the Deepscorn Shrine. Okay. I'm gonna put on the Grey Cowl of Nocturnal, use the Ichor Basin. The Shrine to Sithis is now active. May the shadows devour you. Let's look at that boon, because I think that's pretty useful. Oh, wow. Death Knell of Sithis. 50% million. Fortify Agility, 10 points. 12,000 seconds. So if you know you're going to be in like a fight or something, you could do this. Fortify Health. 25 points. 12,000. Fortify Sneak, 20 points for 12,000. That's it. So Chameleon, Fortify Stealth, and I believe Fortify Health. And Agility. So, pretty nice. Raiment of the Crimson Scar. Okay, I think this is what I was looking for. Reflect damage, holy shit, okay. So to get the max upgrade, I just put on the Great Cowl of Nocturnal. Yeah, this is just essentially the Dark Brotherhood armor. Fortify Agility 5 points, Speed 5 points, Sneak 8 points, Marksman 8 points, Blade 8 points, Reflect damage 15%. So the Enchanted Robe is more like Speechcraft, Illusion, but for the most part I think Raiment of the Crimson Scar, if I end up decking out the Deephorn Scalo, it will Deep Scorn Hollow, excuse me. I got mixed up with my words there. If so, then I'll end up going with this armor. I thought I was like, why am I invisible again? I guess my game's glitched. Don't quote me on it, but yes. So I think if you wait 2 days, your guy will come back. So we're gonna do a little wait-see and see if he was successful in his venture. Maybe we'll stare at a Adoring Fan for 2 days. By Azura. Yeah, it was 26,000 is what it costs, but your mercantile and speechcraft do play a factor on the deals that you get on purchasing the upgrades from the vendors. But these are all places that you can get for like basic level storage and whatnot at level 1, so that's kind of the main thing there. I guess I'm gonna have to wait for a little bit longer, maybe 3 days. I wasn't sure how long it took I thought that I'm pretty sure if you send the pirates to plunder, that is for sure a week, but I think the murderer goes every 2 days. It may not have been successful. First time we send him out, he's like, "Yes, sire, I will kill for Sithis," and then like he got killed. He just approaches flying in the air. Your dark minion has failed his task. Okay, so we don't get to see what kind of loot he brings back. He wasn't successful. I wonder how long look, there's my real dark minion. Wonder how long you have to wait in order to have another dark minion spawn, because that one I'm pretty sure is just straight up dead now. Oh, here's
at your service.
Murder in the name of
Yes,
Sithis.
master.
Okay. We may have to be in here.
Yes, sir. Of course. Yes, sir. Certainly.
So what I might end up doing for my playthrough is immediately purchasing the bedroom upgrade, and then that way I can get the armor that I just got. Though you may have to purchase all of the upgrades to get the armor. I don't know for sure yet. We're just gonna keep waiting until the dark follower is actually successful. Your dark minion has performed his dark deed. Another soul belongs to Sithis. Your infamy has increased by 1. So now we actually get to see what happens when they're successful. The Deep Horn Scholar. Oh, the victim's loot chest is still empty. I wonder if, is he gonna go and put stuff in the chest?
At your service.
And to get all my minions out of the way.
At your service.
Okay, so victim's loot chest. 100 gold. Nice. Yeah, have yourself a nap. Feed. What does he have on him? Chief's Corn Cell Key. Book of the Daedra.
Guards! We've got a pickpocket here! Somebody, help! Come quickly! We've got a burglar!
You traitor to your own race! Let's get this.
I'll let
let you live this time, cur. Die.
A lot of insanity just happened. Summoned a scamp.
Do your worst. Sit the same thing.
You're a traitor to
This time,
Agler rejected by Yob.
to your own
Oh, Dark Minion is unconscious.
die, cur. Someone's been murdered.
Murder!
Fight fire with fire!
Get it, worm.
Take that! Watch out!
Oh, Brother Martin, why? Why did Brother Martin attack me?
I accept your surrender.
Uh-oh. Oh no, now Brother Martin and Othor.
Take that! Take
Kill the Emperor. No gods, no masters.
Don't hurt me.
Orthor's running away. What kind of... Yo, what kind of dagger do you have? Nice going, Magler. Minion went back to sleep. Oh, pure chaos. Oh no! The murderer's down too. You will be remembered. Okay. So that's gonna be it for Deep Horn Scala. Deep Horn Scala. Deep Scorn Hollow. That was a fun one. Okay. Wait. So now we're going to travel to Dunbarrow Cove. We'll go there from Castle Anvil. I guess we'll go there from the Horse Whisperer stables. I'd like to like journey around first. So this is the only one I know for sure I'm going to actually spend the money on and save.
It's the grand champion. I can't believe
And that's because of the, some of the items you get for it. I also think that this is probably going to be one of the funnest ones because it's got the whole pirate theme. Speaking of, we need to get our war outfit ready. So there's Castle Anvil. Dunbarrow Cove. It would appear that there is a cave that leads under Castle Anvil. It might be worth a look. Is this another one that we'll have to access from the water? So it's showing that it's right here. Oh, is that up there? Is that it? No, that's a shadow. Okay, well. We're gonna go ahead and fast travel now. I can't! Murderous mud crab. There we go. I doubt it's gonna transport me into the cove. In fact, it's probably just gonna move me a few feet. But you never know. It's worth a try. Oh, look, there it is. I think. Yeah, here we go. Oh, water hyacinth. It's a smuggler's cave on the back of Castle Anvil. Nice. So immediately when you walk in, there's a couple barrels. Looks like some stations are here for people to set up. Followers of the Grey Fox. So yeah, this is definitely geared towards like Thieves Guild stuff. Some Nern root. I don't know if I'm for sure. Ooh, nice. Steel cutlass. You know what? Let's go ahead and take it. Get into the whole pirate thing. Avast. Avaldi.
What's the matter?
Followed the rumors and found Dunbarrow Cave and the remains of the Black Flag. However, the caverns are overrun by the skeletons of the pirates who were perished here. I'll have to put them all to rest before I can begin to refit the cove. The time for some Pirates of the Caribbean shit. Red saber skeleton. Ooh, they're pretty tough. Fine steel cutlass. That's actually better than the cutlass that I have on here. So
Fight fire with fire! This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death!
just a steel cutlass. Kafis.
Yes.
Who are you? You can do training?
Knowledge is the key to success in any
Mercantile
endeavor.
training. Nice. Okay. Heard
If you're
rumors?
all alone in the woods and you see a troll coming, you run. Problem solved. Next question.
Actually, though, if you're all alone in the woods and you see a troll coming, they just keep chasing you, my friend. Rusty door. Small crate. Another bedroll. I think these bedrolls are meant to be more for your followers. Another deeper chamber. Leads to a sunken ship. That's cool. Uh-oh, there's some skellies. I don't think paralyze works on skeletons, so they don't have enough meat for that. See if we can't use all this acrobatics training to get up here. Uh-oh. May not be able to. There we go. Skelly versus Skelly. Did they go below deck? Oh no, Earthor. Man, these are some strong skeletons. Yeah, definitely this one might be a harder one to do at level 1. So far, this is by far the hardest. Deep Scorn Hollow, you didn't even have to fight anything. Another fine steel cutlass, though. Nice. Captain's quarters. That's cool. It's all made of like boats. Uh-oh. Captain Dougal.
Am I supposed to be impressed? I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm. I fought mudcrabs more fiercely.
Rest in peace, Captain. Way to go, Brother Martin. Dunbarrow Cove. I've destroyed the last of the undead pirates and claimed Dunbarrow Cove as my own. The cavern and the hulk of the Black Flag are in terrible condition after hundreds of years underground. I should speak with Dahlia Rockman of the Clarabella. She will be able to assist me in hiring a crew to turn Dunbarrow Cove into a suitable base of operations. Captain Dougal rests his bones.
Welcome.
Oh, we got some journals. Or thereabouts. I'm finding it unlikely that anyone will be finding this journal, but if they do, know that here be written the last words of the great Captain Teradan ap Dougal, scourge of the Abacaean Sea, terror of the Gold Coast, cutthroat of Hunding Bay, and Lord Captain of the Red Saber, the finest band of buccaneers and pirates e'er to sail Tamriel. I ain't a man with much use for words, I ain't never been to no academies, and I ain't never wrote no books. Words ain't never earned me no gold, so there. They's worthless to me. That's why ye have quartermasters and first mates. But I'm gonna be setting my last thoughts down here on paper, cause I ain't got much time left here, and it's every old man's right to have his words heard. Now me business was fighting, sailing, and looting. I became a leader of sailing men, the most feared in history, or so they tells me. Now before ye be getting ahead of yourself, let me be warning ye that me tale does not end well, as I'm sure ye can see from wherever ye found me rotten bones in this God's cursed cavern. I was born in a little town on the north coast of Skyrim called Dunbarrow. Me mother was a wench and me father was a right bastard. The only thing that either of them ever did for me was doing me the favor of selling me off to a sea captain when I were not. That captain, he taught me everything I'd ever know to know about sailing, and a few things about the rest too. You see, he were a smuggler, and he taught me all about smuggling and avoiding the Imperial Navy as he run the skooma route from Daggerfall to Vivek. Shame he were caught and hung. he were as close to a daddy as a soul pirate ever knew. Closer, and that bastard what sold me off her were, that's for sure. Oh, Dougal, you be right in your words. After the captain were hung, I got around Hammerfell a lot. Fell in with a few crews here and there, and after a time got myself hired on as midshipman on Captain Calidus's rig. Of course, Calidus was a drunkard, and the damn fool ran his own ship aground at Anvil before we could any real pirating done. So embarrassed were he that he drank himself to death in one of the piss-hole taverns in this flat little seawater town. So there I were, in a backwater port, when the war against the usurper broke out. I were out on hire with a rickety tub and a worthless rot of a captain when the Imperial Navy stole every pirate ship in port to go and fight their war. It was coming back into dock when we heard about it. Now only a fool doesn't bite when he smells blood in the water, and that captain of ours was gonna hand his rudder over to the Navy. The rest of us, well, we didn't so much like that. We cut his throat and tossed his worthless carcass to the depths for Hermas Mora to feast on. The rest of us put keel to this mud hole and broke for the nearest cove to lay low for a while. Now the thing that I learned about war is that it's profitable for just about everyone except for the poor bastards that actually have to go and fight it, while they all send the poor. While the Navy were busy putting down the revolution, they were too busy to worry about a bunch of pirates running up and down the Gold Coast. And even better for us, the Navy was needing a stream of supplies up in High Rock to fight and didn't have ships to escort them. In case you don't be knowing, cargo vessels without escort is a pirate's best friend. In just a couple of years, I had every buccaneer from here to Valenwood flying under me flag. We had dozens of ships and crew, and more men joined me on every day. Soldiers and sailors, cast-offs from the war, escaped prisoners. They were the best cutthroats and sons of whores that a pirate captain could ever wish for. Brings a tear to me eye to think of them all. But even better than the men were the ships. Captured navy cutters, refitted privateer galleons, even had a few of them Bosmer ships with the funny-living sails in my fleet. The finest ship I saved for myself, the Black Flag. You'll find her rotting whole around here. She doesn't look like much now, but I can tell ye that in her day, there weren't no vessel she couldn't outrun. All these men and ships, we called ourselves the Red Saber. Merchant ships called us Death on the Seas. We got to be so feared that most crew just abandoned ship when they seen our flag on the horizon. With no navy to stop us, Captain Terradin Abdougal and the Red Saber was known all over the East. Now, I ain't one to brag, but the Empire had a bounty on me of 40,000 coins. Now that's something to be proud of. Of course, the poor bastards could never collect on it, Anvil being the wretched din that it is, and most sailors there worked for me anyhow. The Legion could never get no one to give me up. I wish those days could have lasted forever. But you know how it is, friend. Ain't nothing good can ever last. He be a-talkin'. 7. Okay. I ain't got much time left. Sure, we had plenty of food down here. It lasted for years. But all this time in the wet and the dark, I got something nasty growing in me. What a terrible way to die. Not on the end of an enemy's cutlass, but because of some damned sickness. No seafaring man should die like this. At least I can still hear the water. But I was telling the story of how I got mine, weren't I? I cursed the day that the Cameron usurper died at the war, and as the war ended. Because it was that day that Commodore Fassel Umbernox turned his attention to the Red Saber. A couple of months after the war, the fat, pompous bastard decided to come down here to Anvil and take up port in my town, looking to break up the Red Saber. The Emperor gave him whatever he asked for to campaign against us, despite the coffers being empty from the war in High Rock. When Umbernox couldn't get what he needed from my men in Anvil, he set out looking all over the Abyssinian Sea for the Black Flag. There are hundreds of islands in the Abyssinian, and he landed a crew on each one. He rooted out my men when he could find them, hung those who weren't willing to go peacefully, and jailed those who laid down arms. No matter for many ships and men it cost him, he kept coming with more and more. We couldn't never get ahead of him, and we couldn't never mount a counterattack. It took him 4 years and a hell of a lot of ships. But that sea rat finally tracked me down. It were me own fault anyway. If I never made the mistake I made, he'd have died before he found me. But a man has to stand up for his mistakes, no matter if it cost him. Besides, ain't like I'll be fooling ye, since you're likely staring at me bones as you're reading this. Umbernox had his main force out of port, following a lead that I planted. I set sail back to Anvil, hoping to catch him off guard, capture the boats he left behind, and fight him with his own ships in Anvil Bay. Ha! Can you imagine the look on his pig's face if it have done if it have worked? I thought I'd finally get the horse son to show his face in a proper fight. I should have known, but he had men waiting there for me. We fought like hell, but we were trapped in the bay. The Navy men set the town on fire to keep us from fleeing onto land. I'm sure that the fine citizens of Cyrodiil did not weep for the torching of a town of thieves. The main force of Imperial dogs held us until Umbernox showed up in his flagship. Umbernox fought me to the last ship, and in the end, the bay was filled with sunken and burning boats. If I weren't fighting for me life, I'd have probably thought it were beautiful. So, the Black Flag and Umbernox's rickety tub were the only ones that were still floating and fighting when dawn came. So I did what any pirate with sense would do. I tried to run. Now understand, I'm a right bastard in me own way. I'm a pirate, a murderer, a thief, and I certainly ain't never believed in a fair fight. But there's a line and an unspoken code between sailing men and Umbernox went too far. He had mages on the ship. Mages ain't never been allowed on my boats. They're no good, bad luck, and I don't trust them. Turns out I was right. I cut across the south side of the bay, along the huge cliff wall that used to be there. I had me helmsman stay as close as he could to the cursed cliff. I could hear those mages from the deck of Umbernox's ship, yelling some nonsense into the wind. A few rocks fell onto my deck, a few more, and then the whole bloody cliff came crashing down on top of me. Now, don't you worry, I didn't die just then. The cliff collapsed around the ship, making this damned cavern. Better that it just fell on us, but no, it sealed the Black Flag, her crew, and me under tons of rock. We were buggered. I seen me own blood more times than I could ever count, but seeing the ragged mess that just come up out of me that just come out of me lungs just now is the only time I ever been afraid of it. I guess I should be getting to the last bit of me story. Me and me crew were trapped down here, never to see the light again or some rot. We tried digging out, we tried blasting out, we tried calling to the Nines and the Daedric Princes for help. Nothing worked. Some of the men went crazy when we figured out that there were no getting out, but most of us just accepted what fate had dealt us. We made the hulk of the Black Flag into the best home that we could and tried making a life of it down here. We had plenty of stores with us, and since most of the crew were killed in the fight, it was more than enough to go around. I'll tell you though, that you ain't known suffering until you ate nothing but hard rations for 20-some years. All the pain I ever caused anyone has been paid back to me tenfold, and having to eat the same filth every day for the whole time I've been down here. Then Grim died off. Grim was the first, and one by one the boys had been dropping off. They all got the same sickness I ended up with. We buried them when we could, threw them in the water when we didn't have strength to bury them. Finally, we just made them walk to the far side of the cavern a couple days before the sickness ran its course. I'm the last, and I suppose that makes sense. The great Captain Dougal, defeated by Vassal Umbernox, and buried alive forever. I wonder what became of Anvil. Probably will let it burn and swept the ashes into the sea. Umbernox probably went back to the Imperial City to pat himself on the back, and he rewarded with lands and titles. Like I said, way back in the beginning, I don't expect nobody to ever read this, but if by chance someone does, find me Carcass, down here in this pit. Do an old seaman a favor. Track down whatever descendants that fat old sack Umbernox may have, and tell him that Toradan Dougal says hello. Nice. Gotta get some water after that. Captain Dougal, resty, resty. Put the old captain's cap on the smuggle whiskey. I'll take that. Bedroll. Training chest, empty heart. So if you want to level up your security, and you don't want to sit there and use the glitch where you just tap A a whole bunch and level up your security, you can actually train on this chest. It's a chest that never Like, you can open it and then
What
it...
do I care?
Did Adoring Fan just say that to me? Stay, go, what do I care? Oh, wait a second. That's red. Did that actually make him aggressive towards me? That's not gonna be good. Didn't mean to do that.
Well met. Be seeing you.
Oh, he's actually got a barter now. Okay, so... And hold on to the cutlass, but... Get some personality stuff. And let's see if we can upgrade this. Gonna do a hard save here because I think that this is where we spend our money.
It's my pleasure. Please continue.
It's got 100 lockpicks for 6 each.
Good day.
Not the person we needed to talk to, though. Stay, go. What does he care? In fact, we haven't even looked... Nice. We haven't even gone into the Black Flag itself. This would be a good one for all the people that, just, like, killed the pirate captain in the Imperial City. Bunch of different, bedrolls and whatnot.
Hail.
Jack Silver.
A pleasure to speak with you.
What do you train?
Let's get to training.
Speechcraft. Nice.
I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Poison, clumsiness, potion of invisibility, strong potion of chameleon, weak night mask, fortify, sneak on self. Ooh. Damage, agility, and chameleon on self.
Bye.
Bye. Trapdoor to the Black Flag. Looks like there's some nice storage here. So you can use the Black Flag as storage. And there's already crew members on deck. Okay. Showing that I need to go down here. I'm getting a little turned around. I'm gonna have to look on the map, see where exactly it's wanting me to go. Oh, okay. No, it's back here. Back to the smuggler's cave. Destroyed the last of the undead pirates and claimed Dunbarrow Cliff. The cavern and the hulk of the Black Flag are in terrible condition and have hundreds of years underground. I should speak with Dahlia Rackman of the Clarabella. She'll be able to assist me in hiring a crew to turn Dunbarrow Cove into a suitable base of operations. So she's actually in the town. So, what to say? Cannot fast travel when guards are pursuing you? Damn it. He actually did report me for that. Don't know how long ago this was. Okay, I got out of the captain's quarters, came over here, admired the chest, and then lockpicked it, and then got in trouble. So now if I just leave, I'm betting if I upgrade stuff, then people won't get aggressive with me. Cannot fast travel from this location. Okay, so crisis averted.
Yes.
Ah, it's out here near the ships. Sea Tub Clarabella. Hopefully they don't get hostile like the Imperial City Pirates.
Well met.
Well met indeed.
Good day. Certainly.
She already likes me.
You too. A pleasure to speak with you.
Dunbarrow Cove upgrades.
Let's do business.
Okay, so this one,
You've got to.
it doesn't
Farewell.
matter. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and this will be my hard save. Look at the hard ones. So it doesn't matter what you do here.
Good day.
I think that these are the only ones that
Let's
the
do
prices
business.
are set, which is nice because they're only 5,500. I need a security expert.
Pleasure doing business with you. Let's do business.
Need to hire a supplier.
Pleasure doing business with you. Let's do business.
I'd like to hire a fence.
Pleasure doing business with you. Let's do business.
Also looking for a Fletcher.
Pleasure doing business with you. Let's do business.
Maybe a spy
Pleasure
master.
doing business with you. Let's do business.
Upgrading me quarters.
Pleasure doing business with you. Farewell.
I've completely upgraded Dunbarrow Cove and hired on a full crew. Once a week, the pirates who follow me will provide me with my share of their plunder. In order to send them out, I must speak with one of them to send them on a mission. They will return to Dunbarrow Cove in 1 week with my share of the loot. Pleasure doing business with you. It's weird that the fast travel point is like right here and then it forces you to swim across the bay. I mean, granted it's fast, but... Hey, let's see what the cove looks like maxed out now. So the opening area is still essentially the same. I was hoping that we'd have a few people here. What time is it? Well, it's 9 p.m., so everybody might be like just kind of resting. Door to dining hall. Oh, I think this leads straight into the actual castle itself. That's cool. Leads into Castle Anvil. If you want to go mingle with the you-know-who. This definitely feels like some Thieves Guild post content. Yeah, we've got some people here now, so. Yeah, Yinzer,
Yes?
Scurvy, John
You've got
Hoff,
a real bounce
Cedric
to your
Green.
step. What's going on with you?
Quite the acrobat.
Many Argonians say they've been called back to Blackmarsh. They disappear into the swamps and are never seen again.
I have
Greetings,
heard
Imperial
Argonia
brother.
is a strange
So the
and
Anvil
treacherous
break-ins
place.
were an
It
inside
is no
job.
wonder odd
Fighters
things are
Guild
happening
took care of
there.
it?
Fair work.
Yes. I heard that the Kvatch Guard is driving back the Daedra. Maybe there's hope after all. I've heard others say the same. Good night. Good day.
How goes it?
And Blackwell.
A pleasure to speak with you.
Training?
I can show you some new things.
Ah, training in security.
What can I interest you in?
Oh, this is the one that they were talking about. Fortify security. Greater fortify security. Wraith Wind, which gives you fortify sneak and fortify security. These are all restoration. Open very easy lock, open easy lock, open average lock, open hard lock. You can just buy them all right here.
Good day.
Good day.
Hi there.
Go on.
Cedric Green. Want you to head out and plunder.
Of course.
Crew will return in 1 week. Scurvy John Hoff is heading out too. So you can talk to those three shirtless chaps. Need 100 alteration to craft open very hard lock. Keep that in mind. Yinzer, are you heading out too? Are you part of the crew? Okay.
Good to see you.
Coven Crane.
Well met. I'm willing to
Train
teach,
and
if you're
sneak.
willing to learn. Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Fortify Sneak, Fortify Blade, Chameleon, Shadow, Cloak, Shadow Shape, Seductive Charm. Chameleon for 75 is big. But I could actually learn Shadow, which is Chameleon 50%, and then go and do the Shrine of Sithis, and have that be full Chameleon. So, like, you wouldn't even have to sneak around. Be at 100 Chameleon. Bartering?
What can I interest
What do
you
you
in?
got? Gauntlets of the Manhunter, Marksman, and Detect Life. Sneak and Security Boots, Silence Boots. Silence Gauntlets, Sneak and Security. Nice. So this is all pretty good stuff for, like, early on levels.
You may speak.
Got a fire going over here. Good day. There's a couple of people down there walking around. We'll talk to them in a second. So now does it fix the chest? No, it's still have to be like hidden when you train on the chest. For greaves, for boots. Let's check out the captain's quarters and see if it actually repaired that. It looks like it. Cover, there's a drawer. Steel cutlass. Oh no, the captain's head. It's gone. It did add a bed to sleep in here though. Put a Gray Fox wanted poster. You know what? That makes me wonder if they actually respond to that.
You've got a real bounce to your step. What can I do for you?
Hi, Melvin. What do you
You've got
train?
a lot to learn.
Marksman.
What can I interest you in?
Fortify marksman spells, sneak and marksman. Fortify agility, just straight agility. Fortify speed. Nice. And soul trap.
Only quality goods for sale here. Have a look at my wares.
Also,
I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Nice, some really good arrows here. Drain sneak on strike, so you hit them and then upgrade your sneak. That way they don't see you. Arrow of stumbling, you paralyze them on strike with one arrow. Tracer arrow, light on strike, so you hit them and then you can follow them around easier.
You too.
Now let's see if they react to the cow.
As I live and breathe, the Grey Fox. It's an honor.
Yeah, so
Take care.
They do actually recognize you. Jack
Good
Silver.
day. Good day.
It's a whole bunch of lockpicks. All of this stuff, it seems like you can take without any repercussions. Silver bow. That's actually... I don't even know if I have a silver bow yet. Yeah, I do. Okay. But still, it took me a long time to get it. Glass arrows. It just sounds painful. There's a few chests down here now on the Black Flag. And I think that the ones down here are safe. They won't respawn. So, this seems to be the main loot room of Dunbarrow Cave. Or Dunbarrow Cove. Yeah, my followers didn't even make it down here, so I think that this is a safe room. At the bottom of the ship. So if you need to offload stuff, this is the place to do it. Door to Smuggler's Cove. We'll check it out in a second. Wanted to run around here first. Yo, the pirates are back? Are they still oh, they're still trying to find the exit, okay. They are a plundering. That leads down to the base of the ship. Bacon.
It's my pleasure. Please continue. You've got a lot to learn. Goodbye.
Oh, that's right. We've already talked about that. Gentlemen. Looks like maybe the one guy that was down here is no longer here.
Good to see you. Those who live by the commands of the Nine receive blessings of strength when they visit way shrines of Tiber Septim.
Here's the pirates. They still have yet to leave the cove, so pathfinding issues are a problem. But I would like to see how much we get for doing this. Kren. Ah, here's Kafix.
A pleasure to speak with you.
Our original person.
Let's get to training.
Who trains Mercantile.
Farewell.
He's also the one that tattled on me to the guards because I worked on the Training chest. So, Dunbarrow Cove is pretty cool. A little more bare bones than I was hoping, but it is nice that there's a direct entrance from the cove to the Anvil Castle. In fact, if you had this first, I wonder if... No, that wouldn't affect anything. Never mind. Yeah, here it is. Needs a key. Okay, so now we'll wait. It's gonna be a while because I think I have to wait an entire week in game. But I want to see what the payout is. Hopefully that fixed their pathfinding. So we'll go and wait in here. I think that we're all standing here. Welcome back. The wait time lasted longer. Dunbarrow pirates have returned from their mission and have placed your share of their plunder in the captain's quarters of the Black Flag.
You have the hands of an illusionist. Make it quick. I'm through talking to you.
I wonder if it's this chest. Yep, 700 gold per week. So, kind of the same thing. This is why I wanted to go ahead and get Dunbarrow Cave, or Dunbarrow Cove, is because you can get passive income. Plus people walk silly.
I'm waiting. I don't think so.
Crew needs to rest for a day before they can head out on another mission. Okay. Get some rest. Maybe rest a bit more.
We'll feast on your soul.
He's unconscious. Okay, so they're actually unkillable. That's nice to know. Uh-oh.
I'm on your side. Show me what you've got. What?
Someone hit me with an arrow. Okay, so that is it for Dunbarrow Cove. We're only going to check out one of the... Well, I'll show off two. Two of the houses that you could get before we go to Frostcrag Spire. Now these are the houses that players would use before these DLCs were released. You know, back when, 2,000 gold was a lot to buy a house on the Imperial City, so this was just some other places. This will require killing some pirates. So if you do the Dark Brotherhood quest line, your first mission is over here with the pirate captain. These pirates...
Oh, hey, sweet lady of Wayrest. Oh, I ain't got nothing to say to you, Finn.
He wasn't aggressive, but once you go inside the actual ship itself, they get aggressive, I believe.
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get.
This ends here. This ends here.
Arthur and and the murderer are staying out of it. Okay. So there's a couple dead pirates. Adoring fan, welcome here. Welcome to our new pirate home. So I think that they probably did the Thieves Guild Dunbarrow Cove after. It's just pirate actually still isn't aggressive. Thank you. But there's a bed right here. There's a cupboard. Couple chairs, a sitting area, Nernroot, and then this chest, Captain Toussaint's booty. Which actually... nice. The Maria Elena is the name of the ship. The sacks, these over here, people used to use as storage. This bed is also usable. But I think this chest is not safe. Here's where those two pirates were sleeping. On Morrowind. And here's the bottom deck where you got out of the crate. And I think that most of these, especially the sacks, are all safe to put your storage in. I got turned around. Yeah, so pretty cool place right outside of the Imperial City.
How are you?
Now we've got a couple of different options here as well. If you do the Dark Brotherhood storyline, then Apple Watch becomes available.
By Azura, by Azura, by Azura! It's the Grand Champion! I can't believe it's you standing.
There's even now some grave sites. Here lies Sibylla Draconis. She died as she lived, like a beast. Here lies Celia Draconis, dedicated daughter and noble member of the Leyland City Watch, killed in action. Here lies Andreas Draconis, dutiful son and master brewman. May he forever serve Azura in the afterlife. So this is the one we were like, your mom. Here lies Matthias Draconis. His mother always told him he'd end up dead if he didn't clean up this life. Whoa, that's a very close Oblivion gate. Here's grave of Perinia Draconis, kind and gentle matron of the Draconis family. May her spirit forever curse the murderer who stole her precious life. Anyways, so after checking those out, the ghost of Perinia Draconis attacked me. And we were right next to that gate. This may not be as good of a place now, but here's the Apple Watch farmhouse. Comes with the complimentary corpse, hanging corpse. There's a chest down here that you can store items in. So it may not be safe if I'm being honest. I just don't see why not, but here's a bed that you can sleep in. So Apple Watch would be a good fun place, probably preemptively if you wanted to have the whole murderer thing going on. Let's hop on Shadowmere and then show the last one. Or if you do pursue the Dark Brotherhood, there's a couple more that you can get. There's a town plagued by invisibility that I think you get a key to their inn, a permanent key to their inn once you finish it. And then there's also another one where you actually like are roommate with an orc. But I don't know exactly where those two quests are off the top of my head, so we're not going to be able to get to those today. But Fort Farragut is where you first encounter Lucien LeChance. Not, you know, in a place where he approaches you when you sleep. I left the gate down because Skelly Dark Guardians do spawn here. I said like every now and then you would have to come and clear out the Dark Guardians. So here's something to note. This barrel has 10 poisoned apples in it. You can come and collect those. You can sell them, or you can use them out in the wild however you want to poison everyone. But this barrel actually respawns every so often, so you can keep coming back and getting poisoned apples. So also that means if this is not a safe chest. I think the grain sacks here are safe because grain sacks don't respawn. So if you don't mind using those, then this would be a good place. I don't know if this chest is safe. I'm pretty positive I already looted that back in the Dark Brotherhood questline. There's a jewelry box here. Also, do not know if that is safe. A silver dagger, nice. But there is a bed here that you can sleep in. So this was the last one that I wanted to show that is a free safe house that you could get. There are parameters though. You have to go and progress through some of the Dark Brotherhood storyline for these. Now the Marie Elena that we were at, the first one right here by the Imperial City waterfront, if you never plan on doing the Dark Brotherhood questline, you can get the Marie Elena as well. As soon as you step on, the first mate will attack, and the other pirates will attack you, like what happened to us at the very beginning of our playthrough. And so then you can use some of the items then and some of the storage then. But if you do go back and initiate the Dark Brotherhood quest, then it respawns all of these chests and the captain's quarters and whatnot. So that's not something that is really recommended to do. You either pick one or the other. But after the first Dark Brotherhood quest, it is completely safe. So. Alright, the only one that we have left to show off that I can think of on stream is Frostcraig Spire, which is kind of hard to reach, but I'm going to try and show from Bruma, if you are at Bruma, how to get there. It's straight east of Bruma, but it is up a pretty tall mountain. You can see it from a good distance. You can see it from pretty much anywhere during the daytime, so there it is up there. Eastern side on the back side? Okay, good. That'll be good for us to show off here then. Northeast. Okay. May have to like fight some random enemy encounters down here, but that's fine. I remember one time I was just kind of running out and I was near the borders over here and it just spawned a vampire. So oh. Yeah, I'm not sure I see a good path to get straight up there. Oh no, absolutely not. What is this? Bandit Edge Wizard? Good boy. Oh, northeast side, so that means we'd have to be coming from over here. Oh. The good thing about Oblivion is that you can just climb by hopping if you're not too scared. In fact, it'll kind of be able to allow me to show off my old method. So it'd go in like third person, you just jump forward and then pull backwards until you especially on these steep areas. Works very well. So that didn't take too much. Look, here's a nice safe road. Also a bit easier to access from the Dark Brotherhood quest line. Frost Craig Spire is probably the most visually striking of the additions. Here's a route. Looks like there's a bridge that leads across over there. There's maybe another castle or something. The gate to Oblivion. Okay, I've arrived at Frost Craig Spire. Should make my way inside the curious but extraordinary tower. This DLC was kind of meant to be for mages and spellcasters, but honestly, it's usable for everyone and incredibly useful if you're playing as a mage and for some reason don't want to progress the Mages Guild storyline. Like, personally, I feel like having Earthor as my follower is a bit more useful than doing some of this stuff. Speaking of, my followers got lost, so let me go ahead and fast travel here. Hopefully that respawns them. It'd be nice if they came along with me. Yep, there we go. Dropped them off. Including the Battlehorn Man-at-Arms. And thank you for stopping by. Good to see you. So all you have to do is pick this first lock. It's an average security level, so it's not that difficult. Discovered a dusty tome within Frostcraig Spire. I should read it to learn more about this unusual structure. It's right here. Frostcraig Spire Memoirs. After reading the dusty tome, I've learned that I can purchase everything I need to restore the place to its former glory from Arlen Way at the Mystic Emporium in the Market District of the Imperial City. As I pen this, I gaze upon the walls of my home and remember the very day its design came to fruition. Although it seems like yesterday, it was actually many years ago. I was an impetuous wizard. I wasn't simply satisfied living at the Arcane University. I spent years coming up with a design for my home, a place where I could practice my magic in peace and keep myself away from the prying eyes of my colleagues. I pored over tomes and dusty scrolls, scoured the bookshops of the land, and even delved into ancient ruins looking for inspiration. Finally, as I rested my weary body at a camp outside of Bruma and marveled in awe at the majesty of the Jarrell Mountains, I became inspired. Like a madman, I began to sketch exactly what I wanted my grand dwelling to look like. It wasn't long before I had completed my masterpiece, put down my quill, and took a step back to see what I had wrought. Frostcraig Spire was born, and now, as age overwhelms me and the glow is dying from my eyes, I wish to give the spire to you. The thought that my dreams could one day crumble to ruin, fills me with sadness. I know that you'll take good care of your new home, and if need be, restore it to its former glory. Please, heed my instructions carefully. There's much to tell, and the strength drains from my limbs. Frostcraig Spire contains many wonderful inventions. I've spent my whole life perfecting them, and I hope you'll put them to good use. My pride and joy is Atronach altar. By bringing 3 salts from the very same creatures to this altar, you can summon an Atronach familiar to do your bidding. I will obey your simple command. It will obey your simple commands and defend you in times of need. Should you tire of it, simply speak to it and dismiss it. These fine creatures have protected me in my travels and should be of great use to you. With permission from the Arcane University, I've had a spell-making and an enchanting altar placed in the tower as well. You have but to provide the mage tallow candles to power them, and they will serve you well. Working closely with my friend Sindarian, the master alchemist of Skingrad, I've developed the Frostcrag apparatus table. This table is for the discerning alchemist and should help even the most difficult brews become easier to create. I've also reseeded my alchemy conservatory with the best ingredients Cyrodiil has to offer, and some from beyond her borders. Finally, I've created portals to all the mages guilds in Cyrodiil. This should make it easier to travel to them in times of need. I've entrusted most of my belongings to Arlen Way at the Mystic Emporium in the Market District of the Imperial City. There you'll find everything you need to bring Frostcraig's fire back from the dead. She may require compensation for her time and care watching these special items, but I assure you, it's well worth the coin. Please, take care of Frostcraig's fire. She was my home, and much of myself is infused with the stone and mortar. May your journeys be safe and the roads you travel free of danger. Frostcrag isn't big, but the craft stations and free alchemy supplies are nice. Absolutely. Portals inside every mage guild location. And another another follower for your army. Absolutely. Here's a living area. Here's the different kinds you could summon. Frost, flame, and stone. Everybody's going crazy for the flame one, so of course we're going to summon a flame Atronach. Bunch of different books. I looked over them yesterday or last night whenever I came in here, and they're pretty much all the same. So the altar of enchanting altar won't work without mage tallow candles. And the Atronach altar, you have to have 3 fire salts. Let's see what storm is. So for storm, it's 3 void salts, and for frost, it's 3 frost salts. Makes sense. Manual spellcraft. It's kind of like a very basic setup. I think you get better stuff as you level it up. Here's the vault. It actually looks pretty cool once you have everything set up. This is where most of there's like a bunch of storage chests and stuff down here that you can put. And I think you get some like little mini imp protectors. For sure. Off to the Frostcrag Spire living area. So here is a bunch of different alchemical ingredients that respawn. You can come and get, well, the Nern root doesn't respawn, but you've got Lily of the Valley. There's just more than I care to sit here and go over. Between this and Deepscorn Hollow's garden, this is pretty nice. And then also, no more having to farm Oblivion for bloodgrass or Harada roots. You can just get them here. Same with the domesticated spittlestick. They won't shoot a bunch of poison at you. You can just harvest it here and it respawns. In the original game, that was not a thing. You had to get these in the Oblivion gates. So it's nice to see that they added a way for you to not have to farm Oblivion gates. So no more 60 bloodgrass in my inventory and not being able to get those enchanted Daedric weapons. It's a portal to the Gerald Mountains, which is probably arguably the nicest addition to this DLC, and it's that you get this really amazing view where you can see pretty much all of Cyrodiil and the surrounding cities. There's Bruma. There's the highest mountain in Skyrim. Yeah, pretty cool. We'll return here later. Oh, almost forgot. Yeah, so if you just step outside from the personal quarters, right here are travel portals to every Mage's Guild. Skingrad Mage's Guild, Anvil, Bruma, Kvatch, the Arcane University, Cheydinhal Mage's Guild, Leyawiin, Coral, and Breville. In fact, why don't we test this out and go to Kvatch? Uh-oh. Kvatch Mage's Guild is too. But yeah, pretty cool. You know what we could do? Could test it by going to the Arcane University real fast. Because I've got to go to the Imperial City to be able to purchase these upgrades, so. Let's do a hard save here. We'll need some extra fire resist potions and enchantments. True. So it just teleports you right outside. Now we are in the Imperial City. And I think that does not, so it doesn't count as travel, so it's like an instant travel time. So I'm not losing a bunch of time as I'm moving through the game. Too bad you don't get like a teleport stone to go straight back. That'd be convenient.
You have my ear, citizen.
It would also be way too OP, though.
I've been better.
Go ahead.
So now we just got to go to the Mystic Emporium.
Yes.
Free running. Just mark it. There it is. Okay.
How are you?
Pontus.
You're a fit one. Been
Harlan
running a
Way.
lot?
Calendar.
Make it quick.
She does not like me.
What?
So we're gonna have to
Not in
work pretty hard
is
to get
that
her to like
what
us.
A great story. Oh, please. Where'd you get? Don't. Well done. Oh, what? Well, let's just talk. Well done. You're Where'd you get? What nonsense? You're wasting. Don't try. That's really funny. Where'd you? Don't. Well, let's just talk. Don't waste your flatter. Really, I like that a lot. You can't. That's great. Don't try. What a great story. Good day.
75. That's good enough. Use charm to get her to 100.
It's my pleasure. Please continue. Always keep your magical equipment charged. Have a look around. You
I
won't
actually
find better prices in
purchased
all
Voice of Rapture from her and then used it on her to get better prices. Yeah, fortify willpower, intelligence, and endurance. Paralyze. It's good. But the main reason we're here is to buy the upgrades, so...
You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
She's also a novice, so it means we might actually be able to get away with some good deals. Start with Soul
You're
Gem.
trying to drive me out of business.
Okay, she took that, so that'll be the prices that we'll have to negotiate with. Get 3 fire salts. She does also have frost salts as well. Does it show that she's got the other ones? No, just those two. Actually, because looks like I'm doing better than I did yesterday. So Frostcrag Alchemy Lab, Frostcrag bedroom area, Frostcrag library area, Frostcrag vault area, and the 2 Mage Tallow candles. Yeah, I was able to get all of that and still have 4,400 without selling too much of my stuff that I really wanted to hold on to. So this might be one that I can permanently invest in. Now purchase everything Arlen Way has had available for Frostcrag Spire, and the quest is complete. So let's travel back there, check everything out. We'll create a spell and then go check out the top of the tower. Okay, so we're back. Change back to my loadout. First things first. In our flame mommy. I see. Make her like us. Follow. Oh, I have too many followers.
Yes! Oh, great and mighty Grand Champion! Is there something you need? Can I carry your weapon? Shine your boots? Back rub, perhaps?
Follow your esteemed Grand Champion.
Best!
Hey, this gives us an opportunity to have a look at the Frostcrag Spire living area. Here's the new alchemical station, which gives you a few apprentice items as well. New chest, right by here. Oh, wow. Your alchemy is actually boosted while you're over by the station. I just read that. I didn't see that whenever I was checking the place out. Game at dinner. Upgrades your alchemy. I'm pretty positive the garden remains unchained, Or unchanged. You know what? It said I have too many followers, but she's still following me. So, I think we're good. You might be safe, Adoring Fan, but just to make sure, I'm gonna... and have you wait for me.
Yes! Oh, great and mighty Grand Champion! Is there something you need? Can I carry your weapon? Shine your boots? Back rub, perhaps?
Wait here.
Here? Right here? What about, say, over there? No? Right here? All right, then. You're the Grand Champion. Whatever you say.
Garden respawn pretty frequently. Only thing that doesn't respawn is a Nerner. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Whoa. Actually, no, gonna double this as a hard save. Goodbye, Adoring Fan. He'll be back. He's always back. Okay, so this is pretty cool so far. Let's go back downstairs and check out the lower quarters. Also, they added on to this area a little library area. Yeah, so there's now a bunch of little Vault Guardians, little tiny imps. They're very cute. And just a whole big, huge, very large amount of chests in here. There's quite a few. In fact, I think there's even some wine storage in the corner as well. But I mean, there's so many different chests here. You could put whatever you wanted in here. I thought there was a wine storage. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, no, there is. There's quite a bit of wine here now. A bunch of different barrels. All of these, you can just put whatever you want. Where are you going, Vault Guardian? Get out of there. You can't come with us. Okay. So, probably the main reason why anyone gets Frostcraig Spire is the Altar of Enchanting and the Altar of Spellmaking. They're a little glitched in the remastered version, but still, they work. Just need the Mage Tallow candles to activate them. And say, take the Shield of Cataclysm or the Gauntlets of Order, and then add like a soul gem and then put like chameleon on them. That's costs 520 to make. Boom. Just like that. It's able to create an enchanted sneaky gloves. So I'm now 15% chameleon. We'll take that off for right now. They're too sneaky. My arms are still chameleon. Maybe shouldn't have done the chameleon one first. Fortify skills and stats seem to be what glitches the most. Yeah. Okay, so now comes the altar of spell making. They're pretty much anything that you have on you as far as spells, whether it be from learning from tomes or just some of the stuff you come across as you're playing. You know, I've got like turn undead, summon skeleton, weakness to fire, shield, restore magic, or resist magic, resist fire, which resist magic is one that I actually probably will craft once I become full vampire. Rally, paralyze, night eye, light, invisibility, frost damage, fortified skill, bound greaves, chameleon, charm. So let's take a look at like invisibility, and the range is, you know, you can do touch, so I can actually make a character invisible, which would be very, very useful for doing missions with my followers where I'm trying to like sneak. Have them be invisible for 30 seconds. Or you can do like target to where you like shoot it off. Or you can do self where you just touch yourself and create, you know, invisibility. I'm not a very with great power comes great responsibility. I'm just not responsible enough, so I was looking at the different paralyzed stuff, because you can actually do paralyze in an area on touch, so like possibly what if we could do that and then paralyze our whole team here, which that'll cost some chaos, but we may want to do that real quick. Touch area duration. It's a little glitched. It's not wanting to let me do some. Okay, there we go. No, it was some type of create a new spell. Sleepy time. So let's see if this works. We'll cast it on the murderer, because I think he's the one that won't get upset. Let's try and get everybody close together here. Everybody,
Why, brother? Why?
everybody goes for a nap. Okay. Oh, hey, everyone just immediately went insane.
You mudcrabs more fearsome than you!
They want to make a spell, take a seizure. Ooh. It's 85. I actually don't know if I have enough off of... Yeah, I don't have enough, so...
Won't you die? This is all pathetic. This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Uh-oh.
This ends here.
They're now teaming up on the murderer.
I've fought mudcrabs more fearsome
I think
than
everybody
you.
woke up. Everybody woke up. Frankie.
God.
Sleepy time. Have a nap. That's a good spell to have. I didn't paralyze for area. Have a nap. Sleepy time. Okay.
That the best you can do?
So I actually don't have enough magicka to be able to cast this base, so it's a new hard save because this is fun. I wonder if I can eat poison apple. Oh, that's happening really fast.
Akatosh bless you and keep you.
I'll have to cast the Fortify Magicka spell. And here we go. It's not fooling anyone. Oh, a touring fan. Poor guy. Oh, missed. Thanks for the gold. So I don't know why this works, but for some reason if you're paralyzed and then you do like large fall distance, it for some reason doesn't cause you fall damage. Oh shit, look, I did it again. Okay. This time we're actually underneath though. So, also not sure why, but we were able to barrier break. Looks like somebody didn't do a good job on the mountains. But then again, they probably didn't expect somebody to use Paralyze on self and then jump off of Frostcrag Spire. So, once more, onto the breach, time to fake a seizure. Let's see it. Let's see how far it goes. Let's see how far it goes. Oh shit. This is perfect. Perfect. Oh, that killed us. We're pretty far down there, though. That was fun. That was a fun one. So as you can see, pretty much immediately useful having the Altar of Enchanting and Altar of Spell Making. Got sleepy time on everybody.
What's going on? There's a psychopath on the loose.
Almost, it almost worked. I think they're smart enough to not fall over the edge whenever it happens.
Die, damn you!
Quick. Everybody's attacking me, quick. Take a seizure. And just like that, we're free. Oh no, my brother Martin and Magler both chase us down. Oh shit. You okay? Oh fuck. Uh-oh. That might kill us, yeah. Oh man. Too much fun, too much fun. Yeah, that's gonna be a good, nice hard save to have. This one as well.
Yes! Oh, great and mighty Grand Champion! Is there something you need? Can I carry your weapon? Shine your boots? Back rub, perhaps? Here? Right here? What about, say, over there? No? Right here? All right, then. You're the Grand Champion. Whatever you say.
He's fighting back. Oh, he took me with him. The bastard.
By Azura, by Azura, by Azura! It's the Grand Champion! I can't believe it's you standing here! Yes! Oh, gee. You sure? Okay, well, I'll be hanging around the arena grounds if you need someone to worship the ground you walk on. Bye.
Oh, he made it. Oh, he's sneaky. I think because I told him to wait there. Whereas if I just push him, he won't try and resist. Alright everyone, that's going to be it for the stream today. I don't really have any quest lines or anything lined out. Just wanted to show off all the different houses that you can get and show off the spell making and some of the free homes that you can get that were previously paid DLC content. It's now included in the game. Battlehorn Castle was pretty cool. Dunbarrow Cove is not as cool as I'd like it to be, but it does generate passive income. Frostcrag Spire is essential in my opinion. It is essential to get, and Deepscorn Hollow has some very interesting stuff in there as well. Very unique, especially if you're doing a vampire play. It seems to be meant for specifically if you're doing a vampire playthrough. There was the Sithis Shrine that we saw. You can send out the dark minion to go kill somebody and then get their loot, which the first one I think had 100 gold, so you can get some passive income like that as well, which I could send him out, I think it was every 3 days it took him to murder someone. So granted, they're not always successful. You can get about an extra 300 gold that way, mixed with the Chaden Hall quest. You know, that gets you about 500 per week for the Dark Brotherhood. Dunbarrow Cove, since I'm level 7, it was 700. Battlehorn Castle, I don't think there's any way to generate income from there, but it is a real, you know, it's a castle. And Frostcrag Spire, you can harvest all of the garden ingredients here. Yeah, I guess you could do that at Deepscorn Hollow as well. Just harvesting ingredients make a bunch of potions and sell those off. But apparently it's crashing some games, so be careful. Soul Trap your summons. If you summon a Gloom Wraith at the top of the tower, hit it with Soul Trap, then heavy attack to push it off the tower. It's a free Grand Soul. Yeah. Well, I didn't think about using the tower in order to do that, but yeah, you could definitely Soul Trap summons. That's been a thing. Heavy attack to push it off the tower. It's a free Grand Soul. Nice. Gloom Wraith is strong too. That's a good way, especially if you're using Azura Star, and then you could take and use Azura Star, I think you said, on the enchanting table, so like constant, you would just have max enchants the entire time. So, hell yeah. Alright buds, that's gonna be it for the stream today. I'll keep in contact with y'all on Discord. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Alright, y'all. Take it easy.